Hello, teachers. How are you? Hope you are doing well in your classroom and hope my sessions are helpful for you for. Hello, teachers. How are you? Hope you are doing well in your classroom and hope you are implementing new pedagogies and methodologies in your classroom, blending approaches, and so many which I share with you usually, right? So today we are going to discuss about the VARK model, not only the VAC, but the VARK model I have bought for you today. So let's start with it now. Okay, so can you see here learning styles? What type of learner are you? That is my question today. And we all know that there are number of learning styles which we can see in our classroom. Children have different learning style. Even me as a teacher and you too as a teacher have different learning style. So here the idea is that what is that learning style and how am I going to find it out? And a very interesting questionnaire is also here for you. Attempt that questionnaire and tell me in the comment box which kind of a learner are you also, right? So let's make it interesting and please collaborate in this session. It will be more fruitful for us as well. So let's proceed further. Why do I need to know my learning style? Now, why is everywhere? Before I proceed, it is a question, right? It is useful to you and your lectures to know how you learn best. That is why we are looking forward to know our learning style because it really makes a difference, right? If I am a visual learner, if I am an auditory learner, or I am a kinesthetic learner, that will definitely make a difference if I know my learning style. Now, previously, the VAC model was surrounding, around visual, auditory, and kinesthetic learners. We shall be discussing in detail those who are new on the channel or those who are new in this field might not be aware of this model can go through, and those who are not aware of this R path can also join and find it out what is this all about. So visual means by eyes, auditory oral means by ears, and kinesthetic means by hand or by doing. Now, this R part is actually related to reading and writing. So, visual, auditory, reading, writing, kinesthetic. Now, four are there in this model. We also say it VAC model, but I bought for you is the VARK one. Now, why do I need to complete this questionnaire? Why I have bought this questionnaire for you? It is an indicator. It actually helps indicate your learning style preference also. What kind of a preference you give when you are learning something. Very interesting. Every individual has a preference as to how they take in new information. If someone is giving me information, now it is my perspective. How am I going to take that information and grab that information? One of the ways we can establish your preference is by answering this VARK questionnaire. So are you ready for this questionnaire? Let's have a look. IKEA test. Now this is the first test which I have bought for you. If you buy something that you have to assemble when you get it home, for example, if I'm buying a online bicycle or any other object which I'm buying online and I need to assemble that home, then three options are there in front of your screen. Open the packaging and try to put the item together without reading the instructions. So here you are just started doing and you are not reading. Second is read all the instructions before you attempt to assemble the item. And third is hand the instructions to someone else, it means you are not doing anything. You are handing it to anyone else to read them for you, basically, or read them aloud yourself. So there are two options in one option. You are handing it to someone who will read for you or read them aloud for yourself, right? So I hope you have read all the three options carefully, because at the end of the session, I shall be displaying something important related to this test. Okay, now note down your answer, or you can write in the comment box also which kind of option you are actually looking forward if you assemble something at your home when you buy from outside. Second test, mobile phone test. Mobile phone, we all are mobile phone lovers nowadays. So when you buy a new mobile phone, then what do you do? First is take it out of the box, fiddle with the pieces before you read any instruction. So this is the first. Second is read all the instructions before attempt to press any button. It means you're conscious that I should first go through the language and then I will start it. Third one is ask someone else to read the instructions to you. You are feeling, oh my God, it is a big language paper. So what should I do? I just give it to someone and someone will read for me, explain how the phone will work, or read the instructions out aloud to yourself. Now, this is again two options in one, right? I hope you have read all the instructions and options carefully. Let's proceed further. The third test for you, map reading. Many people use a map and possibly read down, just write down some directions when finding their way to a new location. I'm so sorry for that. So here many people use a map or a flow chart. Even I have a tendency to make a flow chart of something, and then what I do, I quickly read the flow chart and I get the hints. That is called hint development, to reach that new location or new path or anything else, right? So what should I do? Three options are there in front of you. Look at the map and follow all the roads with your finger. This is the first option. Second is look at the whole map and then look at every road. First, I'm looking at the map and I'm following the road. Then I'm looking at the whole map and then look at every road. And the third option is read out every road to yourself. It means you are reading to yourself, right? So I hope all the three options are clear to you. Let's proceed further. These are the results. Okay, so if you have note down your answers or options, now here is the result. It is a general relevant answer which I have selected on my screen. So here if you are selecting A option, it means you are K. If you have selected B options, it means you are V. And if you have selected C option, that means you are A. Now, what is this KVA? K is kinesthetic learners. I told you in the beginning of the session, K means kinesthetic learners, those who do by hands. B means visual learners who learn by eyes, and A means auditory or oral learners which learn by hearing or auditory hearing, right? So which can did you have the most? Now you have to find out on which options or which options you have opted for all these three tests, which make you understand what kind of a learner you are. If you have selected A option most, then it is kinesthetic learner. If you have selected B most, then it is visual. And if you have selected C most, then it is auditory. Very simple. So these kind of tests actually help you or find it out that what kind of a learning style you have opted. And similarly, you can minimize these tests for your children also in the classroom to find out what kind of a learner your child or your student is in the classroom. Visual learners quickly, which actually, learn by pictures or by looking on the board or by screen or by understanding by looking, right? Visual learner is also having this flow chart. Kindly look at the flow chart and you can understand what kind of pictures they get attracted toward and what kind of a learning they are easier with, right? For example, pictures, diagrams, flowcharts, graphs, these are the things which make the visual learner to understand quickly. Now, read and write, this preference is for the information displayed as word. If something is written in the form of text, then the read or write preferable learning style children or student will quickly, give preference to that, those who are good in reading and writing, right? Reading and writing, list, headings, textbook, handouts. So those who are quick in, reading and having excellent reading and writing skills, they are definitely going towards this preference. Third is auditory learners. Auditory learners are mostly those learners who are actually, lethargic in watching towards something, or they preferably don't want to read, and those who are not looking at the board and not looking at the pictures, who just want to hear someone can read for them and they quickly grab it and they just give their best. So that is what the auditory learner. Next, auditory learner attend the classes, attend discussions, everything, but their mind is actually not towards looking something. Their mind is actually towards hearing something. Auditory learner is not a bad thing. Visual learner too is not a bad thing. But if we have a combination, it will make a good learner of ours. This is the bestest one I can say, that is the kinesthetic learner, because they have more retention. They do by moving, touching, doing, exploring. Retention is more, and they are doing projects, experiments, number of things. So kinesthetic learners are basically those who are the combination of all three of them, because when they are doing something, they are using their eyes. When they are again exploring something, they are using all their sense organ, either ears or fingers or eyes, everything. So here kinesthetic learner is a all in all learner, but the limitation is for each and everything they won't be able to explore. See, every lesson plan is not having projects, experiments, everything. So here the limitation comes. But kinesthetic learner is the best learner because they will have more and more retention. They will exhibit, they will do fabulous, and very important part which I have mentioned here is they use all their senses, which is the bestest part. So this is all about all the different kind of learning styles and learners. I hope this is clear to you, how you will find out the different learning styles in a person. Definitely go for that test. And conclusion is, do you agree? Do you really feel that this definitely work in our daily style? Yes, this model is an approved one. VARK model is approved model. But yes, we keep on, putting I just recommend that just keep on blending the things. We'll find out some more new solutions, so keep on finding the solution. If any other kind of a learner is prevailing in the classroom which you feel is doing by some other way, kindly keep on doing that and explore the kind of a learners in your classroom and give them the activities according to their learning style, so that they will have more retention. So this is all about today. I hope you like it, and I hope it is understood by everyone. So teachers, bye-bye and take care. Keep learning, keep growing.